The pieces are in place. The board has been cleared of its lesser players, and I stand poised to take my rightful place at the head of House Hlaalu. It took more than coin, though there was plenty of that. It took charm, precision, and the good sense to know exactly which councillors could be bought and which simply needed to be flattered. I offered promises to some, secrets to others, and a few simply received generous gifts they didn't think to return. The 7 families now speak my name with something very close to reverence, or fear. Either suits me. To better play the part of a future Grandmaster, I even left the city for a time and studied at the College of Firewatch. There is an art to knowledge, a rhythm to its use in politics. Upon returning, I arranged a private audience with the Vizier, a man of protocol, power, and secrets far deeper than his appearance would suggest. We spoke at length about the future of the house, how I would be molded into something the previous Grandmaster could work with. The path ahead is already etched in stone. All that remains is for them to carve my name into it. Caelia.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Grasping Fortune with Caelia. Now today is the day that Caelia becomes Grandmaster, and I think quest-wise, we've crossed that threshold. We should be able to become Grandmaster. Skill-wise, however, is a different matter. I'm going to speak with Cassius right over here and see how much we can rank up. Congratulations, you've earned the rank of House Brother. So we can definitely reach that. I'm pretty sure we can't go to the next one. Nope. So we need a skill up to 70, and then eventually 80, and I'm pretty sure 90 to be Grandmaster. Our highest skill at the moment is Speechcraft, which is pretty fitting. We could for sure go boost that up. We have some friends in the Measure Hall who I think will train us maybe not to 90, but pretty high. And then we also just have a lot of different trainers in the Hlaalu areas, like this lady who can train us in Short Blade and a few other House Hlaalu skills. So basically what I'm trying to say is we're about to do a lot of level ups, and we can sort of simulate this as Caelia spending months and months sort of building her power and getting stronger here. But obviously that's not what's happening in the game. It's just me clicking buttons. So yeah, we are going to get some levels here. It's going to be a lot of running around, paying for levels. I don't know if we'll have enough money. We should. I mean, I can always go sell more stuff. But yeah, we might run out of money right now. But if I go sell some stuff, we'll be fine again. It's kind of nice being in Vardenfell because I have that mod that gives merchants more money, so we can actually sell a lot of stuff. We're maxing out our skills here because our attributes are not that high. We also need to keep speed and agility higher up. I don't know what you need for Grandmaster, but it's probably like 60 or 50 or something. Yeah, so we're gonna have to run around, look for trainers. I could try to just go to a master speechcraft character and mark them and just go from there. Since speech is our highest skill, it's gonna be the easiest one to get up to 80 or 90, whatever the requirement is, so maybe I'll go do that. So in Vanilla Morrowind, the highest level speech trainers are often locked behind guilds, including the best skill trainer, Skink in Tree, the head of the Mages Guild in Sadrith Mora. You can't train with him unless you're a member of the Mages Guild. I don't really want to join them just yet. The other ones are, I think Caius is a pretty high one. And then I think the rest of them are not that high level of trainers, and a lot of them are hostile. You have to like charm, whatnot. However, here in Firewatch, you can join the academy, which we did with Valdrin before, so that's not all new. You can join up here and sign up for the classes, and there is a very high, almost max level speechcraft trainer here. So we're gonna enroll. I'm not gonna read all the dialogue. We did it before with Valdrin. If you would like to see that, I have done it. I've covered the university pretty thoroughly here. We are going to sign up for Rhetoric and Oratorical Style. Looking to unlock the gift of Gab, Caelia. Yes. Professor Walks Through Shadow is a remarkably gifted orator. I believe he's at his residence on the bottom floor at the moment. If you'd care to introduce yourself. Yes. So yeah, I didn't really want to come to Firewatch. We just don't really have a lot of options at the moment for speech trainers. I know the lady in the measure hall is actually pretty good at training, but this guy walks through shadow is more reliable. So let's see. He's got security, which is another skill I want to level up anyways, and Mercantile and Speechcraft. Okay. So he's kind of ripping us off in the cost department. Part of that is because our Speechcraft is already kind of high, and part of it is because his disposition's only 70. Because he has such high Speechcraft, I think it's actually very difficult to persuade him. So it's kind of screwing us there, but it is getting us to Speechcraft 70. Okay, so we have 7 gold right now. I need to head back to the house. I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff and sell it somewhere. Then I will come back here to continue training with him. We might even level up. Depends what our bonuses are right now. Okay, so here's our first level up. We're going to go personality, agility, and speed. Now level 8. And I'm just going to keep doing this until it's high enough for us to become Grandmaster. I'm going to cut out most of it. It's not very interesting, but it's something we have to do, and something, you know, I want to do the Grandmaster quest at this point. I want to show them off. I want you guys to be able to see them. So we're going to level up a bunch from our companion here and from the university. I will cut you in for every level so you can see what we're getting, but it's going to be more of the same. And here we have another level. Strength, speed, and personality this time. We're now level 9, not too bad. And one more level, strength, personality, and speed. Once more, this should be enough. Level 10, our Speechcraft is now 91. I think that's high enough for the Grandmaster rank of House Hlaalu. Don't quote me on it. We're going to go check it out. Okay, was it enough? Can I advance? You've done everything you need to do for the rank of House Father, except build a stronghold. Go talk with Dondros Driller at the Hlaalu Council Manor in Balmora. I forgot we have to build a stronghold. Oh, that's really annoying. It's such a long process too. And we very, very recently did this with Valdrin. Well, I guess I'm gonna do that off screen. Like I said, if you want to see this, we did it with Valdrin. It's just a stronghold. It's the vanilla one. We don't get anything cool. We don't get one in Narcissus or anything. I forgot you have to do that. Also, it's kind of strange they call you House Father and House Brother. You would think they would change that based off your character's gender, but I guess not. Maybe the other houses are like that. I usually play a dude, so I've never actually seen that. Okay, well, guess I'm gonna go build a stronghold, and I will bring you back when we're done with that. We should have enough money. I've been selling everything we've been stealing, which is quite a lot of stuff. We had a lot of ebony and a lot of glass, so that's what paid for all of our training that we did for seemingly no reason. That's pretty much my one gripe with these quests so far, and it's not even necessarily Tamriel Rebuilt's fault, although they could provide alternatives, is how much I have to keep going back to Vardenfell because I need promotions, I need to build a stronghold now. I guess it would be the same if you were doing the Telvanni quest or the future Redoran quest, but it's like if you're trying to make a character that's exclusively in the new content, you basically couldn't rank up past a certain point. So that's kind of annoying. Congratulations, you have earned the rank of House Father. Okay, I'm hoping we don't have to build the entire stronghold and that just starting it is enough. That's my hope. We'll see if we can advance again. I can't advance you anymore, Dumpling. You'll need to talk to Vizier Erevin Peronis in the Narcissus Measure Hall to become a councilman. Okay. Ooh. Finally. Man, that was a lot of work before we could even begin the Grandmaster stuff. So thankfully, I went ahead and marked the Vizier's office up here because I knew we were going to come back to him. Let's get started, huh? Yes, I believe you have what it takes. Welcome to the Council of House Hlaalu. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, we're gonna save. I want to see if I can advance again. If you wish to become the Grand Master, then we have business to discuss. See, this is new. When we did it with Valdrin, obviously Narcissus wasn't a thing, so we just got to become Grand Master. Now I think you have to go through with these quests to do it, which is super cool. Do you seek the title of Grand Master of House Hlaalu? Yes. Good. Grandmaster Athrees Hlaalu has sought a successor for many years and believes you may be worthy, but he will not give up power just to any aspirant. The next Grandmaster must exceed his accomplishments and prove themselves both to House Hlaalu and to all of Morrowind. Your first task is one that will certainly test your mettle, a hostile takeover of the Narcissist East Empire Company. The East Empire Company is our primary competitor. They maintain a legal monopoly on some goods and attempt to price us out of the rest. If we can get a directorship or minor voter rights, we would have a voice at the table, and we have been intentionally excluded from. But to get that seat, we require a massive purchase of stock, and we don't want to pay full price. Thankfully, they have an earnings report coming up shortly. Every quarter, the East Empire Company steward, Lalandel, brings the earnings report from the board of directors in Cyrodiil. Quarter after quarter, they report continuous growth, and their stock price continues to climb. But this month will be different. Lalandil stops by the Purple Lantern Tavern every visit. Get the report and bring it to Chief Clerk Nallis Doranil and his manor here in Narcissus for some creative modification. Bring me the altered report and the second act can begin. Okay. Grandmaster Athries Hlaalu of the Second Family is the current reigning Grandmaster of House Hlaalu. I serve him loyally as Vizier with day-to-day operations while he contemplates the future of our house. Alright, we can do that. Of course, I've been teleporting all around and using all of our magic, so we need to go get some back here. Praise be and all that. Give me my freaking magic back. Okay, so we need to head to the Purple Lantern to basically steal something, I assume. I don't know where the Purple Lantern is off the top of my head. The Purple Lantern, 13, so it's right at the entrance of Narcissus in the Market District. Sweet. Well, we'll just take the boat right here to the Market District. I was going to say it did kind of sound familiar, but I wasn't sure what quarter it was in. I actually did go in there before. It's this one, right? Yes. Okay, so we are looking for someone named Lalandel, which sounds like a elf to me. Maybe a Altmer or a wood elf. Can we ask you about it? No. It's you. Yes, it is a Bosmer. Okay.
Welcome.
Not now, High Elf. Not while I still have a full cup of Goya. It's a local liquor I can't get back in Cyrodiil. It's reddish brown like the rocks here, but what's even stranger is that unlike other liquors, you get all the euphoria with none of the dizziness. I go through a few bottles every time I'm here, and I'd take one or more bottle if the bartender didn't cut me off. Ooh, okay. Get what you saying? We'll buy some.
You seek information, Altman.
Here, take a bottle from me. You're offering it to me. How generous of you. Thank you, High Elf. I don't want to talk about it. My head is spinning. Okay, alright, get it drunk. Earnings report. This special Goya isn't sitting too well. Damned barkeep already cut me off. Are my symptoms not good here? I think I need to lie down. Do you mind if I have that report? This? Can you take it to the Mesa Exchange, pretty please? I don't know if I can make it there anymore. You don't have to worry about it. I'm an honest looking woman. I mean, look at me. Wouldn't you trust those dark, evil cat eyes? Altmer don't exactly look very friendly, do they? At least in Morrowind. Okay, so we need to take it to Nallis Doronil, who apparently has a manor. I don't know where that is. Is he one of the ones we helped? I don't feel like it is. Okay, so I went back because I figured he would tell us. It says the old quarter of Narcissus. That helps a lot. Because that's kind of where our house is. So let's head to our house. Hello. I don't think we'll need her today, but you never know. I guess we could get into combat. So the old quarter. There it is. Doranil Manor. Yeah, we didn't do quests for this guy, so I guess he's not very important in House Hlaalu terms.
Quiet and
Is it you? Yes, it is. Ooh.
Truly blessed.
Like your piercings. They're almost as good as mine. Anyways, I need you to forge this. I know just the guy you want, Ralden Garan. He's in the measure hall in the chief clerk's office. He's a savant for these kinds of creative alterations. Copying handwriting, forging signatures, even resealing wax on envelopes. Very loyal too, doesn't do anything without direct orders, and even accepts payment in scrip. He's the dream employee, really. Give him this note and this scrip and he'll do what you ask. I'll tell my broker to liquidate my assets in the meantime. So we actually did a very similar quest in the Thieves Guild where we shorted a bunch of stocks before we bought a bunch of them. So this is funny. It's funny to have some deja vu there.
Consolidation of House Hlaalu.
I guess that's just what scumbags do, is they short stocks, right? Okay, so we need the clerk offices. That's something I noticed some of these quests are missing too that would help a lot, at least for people like me, is being able to ask specific names, like where to find this guy. I found him eventually, but it did take me a while because I couldn't really ask anyone, like, hey, how do I get to the chief clerk's office? You know, this place is confusing. Get earnings report. Ralden furiously scribbles onto the report. This should be what you want. I'll add the script to my pile with the rest of the junk. So 20, note to Ralden has been removed, and we got a new earnings report. Okay, glad I could help. So now I should bring it back to the Vizier. Okay,
Happy to talk.
let's get our stamina back. Take this new and improved earnings report to the Mesa Exchange and give it to the broker there to read off. Once everyone believes the company is on the brink of collapse, find someone willing to sell their portfolio, purchase it for a pittance, and bring it back to me. Rest assured we will be hard at work buying as much as we can on our end as well. I love being House Hlaalu, don't you? How could you not? So I got a tip for those of you who want to explore Narcissus more efficiently, is get an Amulet of Divine Intervention, because it will always take you right here to the Chapel of Zenithar, which is in the Foreign Quarter. There's a lot of shops there, but there's also just a boat service right behind it that can take you to all the other districts you need to go to. I think that's the fastest way to get around from what I can tell, because if you use Stevie, it takes you to the center of town, and there's not really any services to get you around there, so. Anyways, here's the Mesa Exchange. I was expecting Lalandel, but if you have the report, I'll take it from you two. Everyone is waiting to hear the latest news from the board of directors. Excellent, I'll announce this to the trading floor right away. Thona Zariah starts speaking to the public. The latest report from Cyrodiil reports a disappointing shortfall. The East Empire Company has missed their earnings target for the first month ever.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
What idiot do we fool out of this? I remember you. You were mean to me.
What can I do for you?
Have you heard the news about the East Empire Company? That's the worst earnings report I've ever heard. Wow. Get his stock portfolio. Do they all have barter now? Buy. No, wait. Sell. It's complete pandemonium here. Oh, is he the only one we can talk to? All right, well. If the East Empire Company is going to belly up, I gotta get out while I still can. I'll sell you my whole portfolio for less than half of what I paid for it. Oh my... Really? That's less than half? I don't have that kind of money, sir. I spent it all on training so I could get to this rank so I could do this quest. Wow, 100,000, man. Well, I'm going to go sell pretty much everything we have. I don't think we'll get 100,000 for, well, more than 100,000. 100,000, 105,000. Wow, that is insane. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to steal in Narcissus. But dang, dude, that is a lot of cash. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna have to sell all of our gold, that's for sure. Okay, so with basically everything that's not a unique item sold, we're at 26,000. This is not how I saw this video going. I really thought we were going to be able to progress with these Grandmaster quests, but we spent so much time training and building a stronghold, and now we don't have enough money to actually do it. I'm going to have to go steal some stuff from Narcissus. There's a lot of vaults here. There's a lot of places to break into. We are going to have to steal as much as we possibly can. Caelia is decent at sneaking. She really is. So we can usually grab valuables pretty easily for most of these manors. But, you know, we need expensive stuff. We need ebony. We need gold bars. we can't just take things that, aren't worth very much. We need the most expensive of possible things we can find. So we're going to start breaking into some houses. Let's see how this goes, I guess. Okay, right now I am in the Chanis Manor, and I broke into their supposedly valuable stuff. I'm not really seeing any of that. Some crappy potions. I guess I can't really be picky, but these are not worth picking up. Wow, this was not worth it. Iron ore, man. Wow, is that really all you guys have? You guys suck. Thought you were supposed to be these rich Argonians with lots to give away to me.
How does the day greet you, friend?
He does have that gilded glass that we gave him as a...
Share your thoughts.
Oh, ooh, there's some ebony pauldrons here. This is what I was looking for. Okay. That's a lot of money just right there. So if we can get that idiot to look over here, we can use our magical ring. Got them both. I was trying to make a play for the candlesticks, but I'm pretty happy with grabbing the pauldrons like that. Okay, so we pretty much got everything we can get out of here. We could also head to this very high quality, exquisite goods, because he does have a couple of Daedric things in the corner there. Let's scope the place out. What does he have upstairs?
Do you have
Nothing too great, does he? I think we actually went up here before. Yeah, all the good stuff's downstairs. I guess we could try to break into this chest. Why not? Maybe there's something good in here. 200 gold. Sure. It'll help. It'll help. Yeah, the big prizes are definitely downstairs.
I'm ready for
Ooh,
anything.
yeah, right here. There's a lot of stuff. So as long as he's here and this person doesn't come downstairs, we might be able to grab that. There's not like a high ceiling, so I can't like vault up super high. So we're going to have to rely on the chameleon ring and hope we can pull it off. Okay, we got the ebony halberd. Did not get the longbow though. This is going to be very, very tedious. Yes, nice. Okay, so I think we got the majority of what we can grab here. We could try to get this ebony helmet. This is going to be a little bit harder though.
Are you all right?
You to look in the corner.
You might have a healer attend to those wounds.
And we need you to look in this way.
I've special prices
Nice.
just for you today.
Perfect. So now we can try to grab this. It's worth a lot. Has an ability I don't really care for. We're not going to use it. It does look pretty cool. The question is, can we actually grab it? I don't know if value changes your ability to steal something. So this might be like a 1 in 100% chance based off our stealth, which probably isn't very high. I didn't think I'd have to steal this much until we did the Thieves Guild, and that's when I was really going to invest in like some sneak skills and stuff. Ooh, we got it. Okay. All right. Doing pretty good here. Doing pretty good. We could make the play. Ooh, actually, what do you have downstairs? Level 100. We haven't got a single lock splitter scroll. Isn't that crazy? I'd love to break in here. I'm sure there's some good stuff. We can try to grab these ebony... Ooh, ebony alembics? Secret Master's Retort? Yeah, we could try to grab these bracers. They're pretty valuable too. The best part about stealing from this guy is he's not even worth buying or selling from because he has such a high mercantile. He's basically ripping you off. So I don't feel too bad. All right. So I'm going to... Oh, we could go for this adamantium too. Dang, dude, this guy's loaded. This should be pretty easy to steal. That guy can't even see us. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We could make a play... Well, let's grab this really expensive robe. We could make a play for the Daedric behind the counter as well.
So good.
Since I'm feeling cocky. Get you to look over here. Get you to look straight ahead.
I've special prices just for you.
If we can like shimmy ourselves in there, I think we can do it. Oh, there's like an invisible wall right here. That's not good, but we will certainly try. I actually got the katana. I'm not even going to try for the Daedric shield. We got the katana. I don't know who to sell that to, like who has that kind of money to buy, but yeah, okay. Got a lot of valuable stuff. I'm going to go to Balmora because I know there's a guy who has like 10,000 plus over there. So we're going to sell a bunch to him. I will cut you back in. Right now we are sitting at 26K and we need 105,000. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I didn't sell everything. We still have the Daedric Dye Katana and Ebony Halberd and a little bit of ebony left. But I did hit 101,000 selling with Meldor here. Holy crap, dude. That took so freaking long. Okay, let's head back to Narcissus and go to the Mesa Exchange. Finally, I'll just buy your stupid paper. Well, let's wait around so we get the best price, right? Oh my gosh, dude. Finally. Finally, let's return back to the Vizier before I lose my mind. Harold Greatmane sold. What a fool. The stock price is already returning to normal. Another courier came in directly from the Imperial City to correct the record. But what's done is done, and what's ours is now most definitely ours. House Hlaalu now owns a minority share of the East Empire Company. During the chaos, one of our inspectors retrieved a strange prototype crossbow from their storm room. Perhaps you might find it useful when dealing with our next order of business. Okay, what is it? Prototype Dwarven Repeater. Fortify marksman on self, but you take shock damage. That could be pretty good for a non-ultimate character. We're going to take like way extra shock damage from that, huh? Well, I mean, at least we have it. Does it look unique or is it just a Dwarven crossbow? Okay, it just looks like a regular crossbow. What else do you got for me? If you are truly serious about becoming the next Grandmaster, you'll have to decide your stance towards Orvis Dren and the Cammona Tong. Orvis Dren is the kingpin of the Cammona Tong. You have no doubt felt their influence on our internal politics. You now stand at a fork in the road. Either eliminate Dren and begin its dissolution, or find a way to convince him to work with you. Before you deal with Orvis directly, seek the advice of his brother, Vedam Dren, the Duke of Vardenfell in the city of Ebonheart. They're a social club turned criminal syndicate who share a lot of members with House Hlaalu. They suggest a complete severing of ties with the Empire in a hope for a complete expulsion of Outlanders, including you. They are led by Orvis Dren, who operates out of his villa on Vardenfell. His lieutenant, Mervis Laurel, lives here in Narcissus. So, we've had some dealings with the Cammona Tong. Most of them sort of neutral. Like, we helped with their casino, but we also have freed some of their slaves and broke into some of their things. We've also killed one of them. This guy told us to. I don't see Caelia really liking them. She kind of sees them as a sort of power that can undermine her own, especially because they're so anti-Outlander, and Caelia is an Outlander. She doesn't want to be expelled. And plus, the Empire is good for business, right? Stability is good for business. Kicking the Empire out would be a good way to lose a lot of business, especially as House Hlaalu. You know, that seems like a stupid decision if we're clearly profiting from the Empire being here and trading with us. So we're going to get rid of them one way or another. So if we head back to Ebonheart, I was here earlier building my freaking stronghold. We can talk to Dren here. He already loves us. Tell me about your brother. He is my brother and the head of the Cammona Tong. You may find him on the Dren plantation between Pelagiad and Soran. If you are to be the Grandmaster of House Hlaalu in anything but name on Vardenfell, you must reach an accommodation with him. Spare his life if you can, but know that doing so will irrevocably align yourself with his organization. So this is interesting because, like I just said, I'm not sure of Caelia's stance on the Cammona Tong. I actually don't think she would put up with them. So we're going to grab a Mata here, because we might have to do some killing. Fortunately or unfortunately. I'm pretty sure I sold my weapon when I was trying to make some money. Yes, I definitely did. That's a little inconvenient. What kind of weapons do you use? Long blade weapons. Why don't we give her this Daedric Dye Katana? Seems like a good idea. Will you actually use that now? That would be really, really good for you. Well, I mean, we don't really do a lot in combat anyways. I guess we'll just try to paralyze him. But yes, we need to head all the way up here to the Dren Plantation. It is vanilla content. I am not going to show you how to get there or the journey because we've all been there before. So here we are at the Dren Plantation. We are going to go deal with the man. I'm leaning towards killing him. I don't think Caelia would put up with it. Someone undermining her own authority. We might have to kill a man, though. Our first time, we will be able to loot his Daedric Greaves, though. That's pretty cool. All right. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? So you've come to bargain, have you? What have you got? Nothing yet. We're just gonna kill him.
Got this. Now you die.
Okay, he's paralyzed. Get him with that Daedric Dye Katana that we stole. Holy crap, he has a lot of health. As long as he's paralyzed, though. She's dealing damage. It's not that much, but she's dealing it. What are you doing? Get back to swinging.
Now you die.
Come on, come on.
Surrender your life to me and I will end your pain.
Sucker. Take all your orcish, though. I'm a very poor, poor woman now. We didn't really get anything from those shares we stole. We are overburdened now. I'm going to give her the ebony. Not because she's good at heavy armor, but because I want someone to carry. Actually, we could give her like the full orcish set. Why not? Here you go. We're doing such a good job. She does wear medium armor, so that's actually pretty fitting. Nice. Doesn't really match, and it's not as cool as the custom armor we have. But yeah, we could try to kill his bodyguards. I don't know if they actually aggro on you or not. They might. Okay, I killed your brother. Sorry. He's kind of a dirtbag, though. Where is it? Orvis Dren. I'm saddened at his death, but perhaps it is necessary. I was going to ask you to speak with my brother, but now you bring me news of his death. If he is truly dead, there's nothing to stop me from supporting your bid to become the next Grandmaster of House Hlaalu. Perfect. Doesn't seem very broken up about it, does he? All right, let's head back to the Vizier. Orvis is dead, and Duke Vedum Dren supports your bid for Grandmaster. Circumstances appear to be in your favor, Councilman. Take this amulet. The Grandmaster had it commissioned years ago as a way for him to return to his home from business trips. Cool. But he asked that I give it to you, specifically for our next bit of business. Okay. What does it do? Crystalline Sigil of the Hlaalu. Well, let's put it on. Would you like to return to Narcissus? Yes. And it takes you to the second family manor. That's pretty cool.
We are blessed.
Is there a cooldown on it? Can I just keep using it? Yes, I can. Awesome. Okay, let's see what else he has for us, but I did want to ask him about Dren. Orvis Dren is dead, and his influence can no longer be felt in House Hlaalu. Can we ask him about anything else? Not really. Okay, well, business then. Now that Orvis Dren is dealt with, and Vedum Dren supports your bid for Grandmaster, it's time we eliminate major threats to House Hlaalu. As the Grandmaster and I see it, there are two main threats to Hlaalu rule in Narcissus. In order to consolidate power, these threats must be eliminated. 1. Kavatra, the leader of the Janata Syndicate, and 2. Mervis Laurel, the leader of the Narcissus Cammona Tong. Oh boy. Guess we're not joining the Janata Syndicate, huh? Because we're going to put them down. Tell me about Kavatra. He is the secretive leader of the Janata Syndicate. No one has met him in person, but he controls the most powerful crime syndicate in Morrowind out of his citadel, Udanu. If he is killed, their organization will surely collapse from within. An assault on his fortified citadel may prove to be the most dangerous task you've ever undertaken. Don't be afraid to use that amulet to return here and regroup. Oh boy. That does not bode well for us. What about Mervis? He's a candidate to become the new leader of the Cammona Tong after Orvis's death. He has an apartment in Bravur Heights in the waterfront district of Narcissus. The building holds many secrets and even more bodies. His trained assassins will see you coming and possibly even see us right now. Come prepared and don't lose your head, metaphorically and physically. Oh boy. What have we got ourselves into? I mean, we got some levels. We have 105 health now, which isn't the best. We're not very good in any combat skills, which also isn't the best. We do have a paralysis dagger, and Amada is pretty powerful. We also got this crossbow, but we don't have any bolts for it. So since I went ahead and broke the no mainland, I went ahead, by the way, I did this off screen. I went ahead and bought some summons and an unlock spell because I'm a little tired of not being able to open level 100 locks.
I don't know where to begin.
Until we get our lock picking up a lot higher, we're not going to be able to do that, and it would be nice just to have a spell to do it. I bought some scrolls as well, some fire scrolls. But yeah, I'm going to maybe go enchant some stuff. Maybe a ring of, or an amulet of lockpicking, and maybe some sort of amulet that can summon something if I can. It might cost a crap ton of money, and we do have, do we really have anything to sell? I guess we have an ebony cuirass we can sell for quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, not too bad. With a Ogrim Titan and a common soul gem, we can actually get a open 100 points on touch with quite a few charges on it. And I had this name suggested by someone in my Discord, Tutorial Tuna. We're going to call it the Battering Ramulet because it's going to get us to places that we are not supposed to get into. It does cost a lot of money to make, but I think that's worth it. Nice, it actually worked too. Yes, now we can get into all those hard to reach places. The other thing, I don't think we have enough money for it, is I want to make another one, the really good soul gem, so we can summon either a Greater Bone Walker or a Daedroth. I think that would be super, super nice too. So if we have a good enough amulet here, they honestly don't need to last that long, as long as we can keep summoning them. So say if it lasted for like 45 seconds. Yeah, we need a better soul gem, and we're gonna need a lot of money. Man, enchanting is expensive. Okay, well, she has some money here. Okay, so I'm in the Vizier's quarters right now looking for stuff to steal because we need about like 60 grand to get the summon amulet I am so very desperate for. Okay, this door is trapped and locked. So if we do that and we use our glove of unseen hand, there we are. What is in his office that we can take? Looks like he's a bit of an alchemist. Ooh, Grandmaster alchemy set. Yoink. Anything in these? Yes, some pretty good alchemy ingredients. Some soul gems, I guess we'll take those. A paralyzed potion. Interesting. I will take that as well. And you'll see why if we end up getting in combat very soon. Might not this episode, might spend the rest of the video just stealing stuff. Ooh, oh, he has a golden saint. Yes, he has a golden saint soul gem. That's what we were gonna have to buy to get a good summon scroll. Ooh, I'm glad I came up here. Measure Hall Sewers key and the second family manor key. Well, we'll take those because those just sound really good. Oh my gosh. Why did a Dremora Lord spawn when I picked those up? To deter thieves, I guess, huh? We should really just get out of here. Without Amada, this is not a winning fight for us. Oh my gosh, of course you fail the spell. Okay, all right. Just dance around. He's gonna cast another spell. We need to get out of here. Stop failing the freaking spell. Oh my gosh, dude. I have never failed this many recalls. There we go. Holy crap. Okay. Let's grab our bodyguard. Every time I leave her behind, I feel like I instantly regret it. Okay, we're back in the Vizier's tower. Let's go up to his room and have Amada kill
We are blessed.
the Dremora Lord. She should be able to. She should be able to. With her Daedric Daikatana, she's actually like a force to be reckoned with, even more so. There he is.
I see this land suits you.
Help me. Hey, even the guards are helping us. There's like, where'd this Dremora Lord come from? There we go, even got a little paralysis on him. A Dwarven Claymore, what a freeloader. Okay, anyways, back to looting that room. I think we got the majority of it. Ooh, never mind, there's another locked 80 door up here. Nice, ooh, and a chest. We can actually try to pick this one. I do want to keep leveling up our security, even if it's not that good. What do we got here? Restore Magicka. Okay, so it's just a bunch of not so good spells. Any skill books up here? Liminal Bridges, that's a good one. We'll take that with us, actually. Expanding Magicka Vised. Alchemy, Destruction. Wow, there's a lot of skill books up here. Are these all... Ooh, these are all scrolls, too. Alright, well, this is actually really good. I thought they were just parchments. A lock spell, that could be good. Chameleon spell. This is a Vizier guy. Didn't know he was a spellcaster. Open 100, there you go, that'll help. Alright, that's pretty good. Scroll of Starfall. Well, before we were assaulted, I was going to say he has a skooma pipe, but I'm not sure if that is like a hand-placed item or if that's just randomly generated. Okay, I think we're all good here. I'm going to hotkey our battering ram. Seems like a thing we'll be using pretty consistently. Where does this lead? Saint Veloth Quarter. Okay, so this just leads to the roof. We could jump across and see what they have in this side of the house. We do have the hops for it. Steward's Quarters. He's probably got some good stuff in it. Right? What does this say? Measure Hall Slave Key. Interesting. Steward Quarters Key. Is there any skill books here? Don't think so. What about over here? You know, I have a book cover mod. Ooh, this one's a spell book. I have a book cover mod, and I actually really love it. But it does make all of the books not affected by it look like crap. Nice, another skill book. Okay. At the very least, we're getting a lot of skill books.
May you find
This guy doesn't seem to have the vast quantity of wealth that the Vizier had. That makes sense. He's just a steward. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to find anything in here. Well, I guess we'll just hop back across the roof. Okay, so there are some other doors here. Don't think they're going to have anything too great. Hello. Go away. Don't go. No, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you looking my direction when I pick a lock. Does he actually come in here now that's unlocked? I guess so.
good night, citizen.
Yes, good night.
Captains and
Glad you came all the way up here to tell me that. Let's shut this. We don't want him prying on our business. Anything in here? Amulet of Shades. Summon Bonewalker. That could be pretty good. Bonewalkers aren't the best. They die pretty easily, but if you can get a good Bonewalker in, I think they'll lower the strength of stuff, like, permanently. Okay, Okay, maybe we just use the battering ram for this. 50 gold. Not good, not good, but we didn't pay anything for it, so we're kind of making our money back.
It is such an honor to meet you.
We are blessed, truly blessed. This is an
Okay,
honor.
just want to make sure we've scoured his home.
Beautiful night, hey Outlander.
There is another level 80 lock here. We can grab it. Is there anything in here? No, nothing I care about.
Looking for
Okay, so now that we've stolen the Vizier's personal belongings, I mean, it's for a good cause, right? It's so we can be
speak.
Grandmaster. I think he'll be okay with that once we tell him, if we ever tell him. Okay, so since we were able to steal that Golden Saint Soul Gem, we should actually be able to make a pretty dang good summon. It's a little overkill using a Golden Saint one, but you can always get more once you can summon your own Golden Saints. Okay, so this is what I settled on. We're using a Summon Daedroth spell. We're using the Golden Saint Soul, which is kind of a waste, but it's whatever. We got it for free, right? And we can actually afford this, I think. It's just going to summon a Daedroth for 40 seconds. That just seems really good. On an amulet that we can kind of spam if it dies, mixed with the other amulets we've been acquiring, I think this will turn into something good. But I am going to end the video there for today. It was a lot of downtime, sort of retooling our character. We got some level ups. We got Amada a lot stronger of a weapon. I'm not crazy about that armor. I think it is better, but it just does not look cool. But she's going to need it because it sounds like we need to kill 2 potentially powerful organizations off. So she's going to roll with that at least until we're done with this. We got a really strong ring. We broke into the Vizier's office, who had a lot of powerful scrolls, which I do think are going to help us. We also got some really good alchemy sets. We'll probably sell some of them, but I do want to keep the Grandmaster ones. They seem pretty cool.
There is someone.
Yeah, it's just a lot of planning and preparing. You know, we had to build a stronghold. We had to acquire 100,000. I think after all of the enchanting we did too, we made like 160,000, maybe up to 200k. By the end of this video, we're poor again from all of the buying and selling we did, but this is gonna get crazy. I don't know how difficult these missions are gonna be. I have to assume the worst based off the fact that we needed so much money. I'm gonna assume these 2 people we have to kill are they're not gonna be pushovers. So we need every advantage we can possibly get. Anyways, if you've made it this far and enjoyed this content, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help the channel. Other than that though, thank you for watching and peace out.